Behind every superstar's success story, there's often someone who's been there through every victory, setback, and unforgettable moment, and for this Dodgers standout, that person is his wife, Chelsea Freeman. Fans have seen her cheering from the stands, but few know the full story of their journey together. From their early beginnings to building a family while balancing the intensity of a pro athlete's life, their relationship is one built on love, support, and resilience. Chelsea has become more than just a familiar face. She's a beloved figure among fans, known for her kindness, confidence, and the unwavering way she stands by her husband's side. Stay tuned, because this story goes far beyond the spotlight and into the heart of what makes true partnerships shine. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any updates about your favorite Dodgers stars. Today, we're talking about one of the classiest, most consistent, and most beloved players in Major League Baseball, Freddie Freeman, and the incredible woman who's been by his side through it all, Chelsea Freeman. This story isn't just about baseball or fame. It's about love, family, and the kind of partnership that fuels greatness both on and off the field. So sit back, relax, and let's take a deep dive into who Chelsea Freeman really is and how she became such an important part of Freddie's life and success. Freddie Freeman is one of those rare players who carries himself with a mix of professionalism, humility, and quiet confidence. On the field, he's all business, a 5-time All-Star, MVP winner, and one of the most consistent hitters of his generation. Off the field, he's just as impressive, but in a completely different way. While millions of fans know him for his smooth left-handed swing and leadership in the clubhouse, few know the woman behind the man, the one who's been with him through every high, every heartbreak, and every challenge. Chelsea Freeman isn't just Freddie Freeman's wife. She's a former model, entrepreneur, devoted mother, and a strong personality who's carved out her own space in the spotlight. But before we get to where they are now with their beautiful family and life in Los Angeles, let's rewind a bit and look at how this love story began. Chelsea Goff, as she was known before marriage, was born and raised in Florida. She always had a passion for fashion, modeling, and entertainment. While pursuing a career in modeling, she was ambitious, independent, and driven, qualities that would later become a perfect match for Freddie's own work ethic. The two first met back in 2011, when Freddie was still a rising star in Atlanta, playing for the Braves. At that time, he wasn't the MVP-winning household name he is today. He was still establishing himself, figuring out the league, and growing into the player he'd one day become. Together, Freddie and Chelsea have 3 beautiful sons, Charlie, and the twins, Brandon and Maximus. If you've seen any of their family photos, you know they're absolutely adorable. Freddie has often said that being a dad has changed his perspective on everything from baseball to how he sees success. And a lot of that change is thanks to Chelsea, who has been the heart and soul of their family. But their journey to parenthood wasn't without challenges. In 2021, Chelsea opened up about the struggles they faced with fertility, including IVF treatments, and the emotional toll that came with it. It was a deeply personal revelation that made a lot of fans admire her even more. She spoke openly about the process, about the pain, the hope, and the eventual joy when they finally welcomed their twins. That kind of honesty isn't always easy when you're in the public eye, but it showed how strong she is and how much resilience the Freeman family truly has. When Freddie signed his massive 6-year, $162 million deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2022, the move shocked the baseball world. After more than a decade in Atlanta, where he was the face of the franchise, fans assumed he'd finish his career there. But as we all know, baseball is a business. And while the move was emotional, Chelsea was there once again, steady, supportive, and optimistic. The Freeman family's move to Los Angeles marked a new chapter in their lives. It was a big transition, especially after building such deep roots in Atlanta. Chelsea took to social media to share how bittersweet it was to leave, but she also expressed excitement for what was ahead. And since moving to California, The Freemans have embraced the LA lifestyle, balancing Freddie's packed baseball schedule with family outings, beach days, and community events. Chelsea has become a beloved figure among Dodgers fans too. Whether she's cheering from Dodger Stadium with the kids or posting heartwarming family moments online, she's built a connection with fans who admire her authenticity and charm. She's also been involved in charity events and initiatives that support families and children, continuing to use her platform for good. What makes their relationship so inspiring is how genuine it feels. Despite all the fame, fortune, and attention, Freddie and Chelsea keep things grounded. They don't chase headlines. They don't flaunt their success. They focus on family, faith, and the small things that matter most. Freddie himself has said in multiple interviews that Chelsea is his anchor. She's the one who keeps him balanced, especially during the long grind of the baseball season. He's described her as his biggest supporter, his best friend, and his constant source of motivation. You can see it in the way they interact, whether it's a smile after a game, a family celebration, or a simple moment shared online. There's an ease and warmth between them that you just can't fake. One of the most touching things about the Freemans is how much they value family traditions. Freddie grew up with a strong sense of family, and now he's passing that on to his kids with Chelsea. They often share holiday photos, family trips, and small moments that highlight their bond. Whether it's decorating their home for Christmas, celebrating birthdays, or just watching cartoons with their boys, they make sure those little moments count. Chelsea's sense of humor also adds a lot of lightness to their dynamic. Fans who follow her online know she's not afraid to joke around, tease Freddie, or share funny behind-the-scenes moments. She often brings out his more playful side, a side that fans love to see. And it's not just fans who admire her. Many other players' wives and partners have spoken about how warm and welcoming Chelsea is, especially when it comes to helping new families adjust to the challenges of baseball life. The constant travel, the public attention, the pressure, it can all be overwhelming, but Chelsea handles it with grace and positivity. One thing that stands out about Chelsea Freeman is how much she genuinely enjoys supporting her husband without losing her own identity. She celebrates his achievements, but she's also her own person with her own passions and dreams. Whether it's through her business ventures, her lifestyle content, or her role as a mother, she shows that you can be both supportive and independent at the same time. The couple's story continues to inspire people who believe in the power of partnership. They've faced challenges, just like any couple, but they've always faced them together. From career changes to personal hurdles, they've shown what it means to be a true team both on and off the field. As Freddie continues to chase another championship with the Dodgers, Chelsea remains the constant presence that keeps everything together. She's there during the long road trips, the intense playoff runs, and the off-season recovery days. And through it all, she's been Freddie's biggest cheerleader, not just because he's her husband, but because she truly believes in him as a person. In interviews, Freddie often gets emotional when talking about his family. You can hear it in his voice, the gratitude he feels for having Chelsea by his side. She's been with him through career milestones, personal losses, and life-changing decisions. And every time he steps onto the field, you can be sure that a big part of his drive comes from wanting to make his family proud. Fans often talk about Freddie's consistency at the plate, how he rarely slumps for long, how he always finds a way to come through when it matters. But behind that consistency is a stable and loving home life. Chelsea helps create that balance, that peace of mind that allows Freddie to focus on being one of the best hitters in the game.